Confab, confab, confabulation.
音の科学者クワメ。
Kwame.
The American rapper Kwame.
Oh God!
The American rapper born in America.
Y'all know him. Y'all know him from many hits back in the day, and of course, we know everyone knows you by your high top fade, Kwame, and the blonde shirt and the polka dot shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't leave that out. So,
No. People of a certain age, yes, you're right.
So what's up? How you doing? How you doing in this whole pandemic?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm I think I'm one of the many few who doesn't mind it. I am an introvert by nature, so social distancing is not an issue for me, and I think it has allowed me to do a lot of reflection and reset, and wellness. You know what I'm saying? That's a key. Mental wellness, physical wellness, and I think this lockdown, quarantine is providing that up to this point.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's very positive too. So, but we know that you are keeping busy because you have your Saturday morning show.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I call it the quarantine careers. People have started brand new careers based on being at home and trying to figure things out. And what I think, the thing that I have is called Saturday Morning Tunes. And the whole premise behind Saturday Morning Tunes is people are stressed out. People are cooped up. People are thinking about all of these adult situations that are going on, and they are very real. But for a couple of hours on a Saturday, I want people to feel like how they felt when they were kids. They got up, they ate the worst cereals on the planet, and they zoned out. They watched their favorite cartoons, and it's not like how it is all day, a 24-hour cartoon thing. It was for a couple of hours, and then they went outside and they had fun.
Is X-Men Saturday morning X-Men?
Yep. These cartoons. So what I and they listen to their favorite records. They listen to their favorite hip hop records. So I combine all of that, and I play cartoon theme songs. I play classic hip hop, and I just try to ease people just for a little bit, let them have fun on a Saturday. And then when I'm done, they can just go about their adult routines or listen to other DJs that are on Instagram. But, it was a thing that I decided to do just for my birthday, because my birthday was March 28th and everything was locked down. And it was like, am I going to sit here beefing about what I'm not able to do for me on my birthday? I had a whole bunch of birthdays before. So it's like, why am I worrying about that? As opposed to what could I give for my birthday instead of worrying about what I can get. And the whole premise it was called the One Song Breakfast Jam. And I played my cartoon themes, I played my classic hip hop, and then I would bring an artist in to do one song, a classic artist to do one song. I thought I was going to get 2 or 3 artists. I ended up getting 20. And we went
Oh my goodness.
straight. Yeah, we went 6 hours straight on the first one. And it was dope, and so I decided, I'll do my Saturday morning things every Saturday. And then I'll do the breakfast jam, maybe once a month, once every other month. And we've done 2 so far, and both have been real successful. So, I'm thinking about the third, but, I'm never going to put dates behind, or I'm going to do the third on May 22nd or, anything like that. No, if I get the spirit to do it, I start calling up artists that didn't get on the last two, and I'll try to do it again.
That is very, very cool. I love it. And we all need that right now in our quarantine time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You know, and it's about, think about this. You know, you have all this, you know, for certain people, they have all this extra time. And I'm pretty sure you know somebody, you could be yourself. Myself, you always think, I always wanted to do this, or I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to write a book. Now, we have parents homeschooling their kids. They're getting to know their kids better. You know, the running joke is, you know, whenever the teacher would call you and tell you how bad your kid was, you never would believe how bad your kid is in school. Now you know just how bad your kid is. Or you know, you get to spend that quality time, and it's unfortunately it's forced quality time that you get to spend with yourself, with your family, and with your ideas. So I think, you know, my thing is to try to get people to think about that in a positive way and use this time to jumpstart that. Because pretty soon, just like as quick as this thing started, it's going to be quickly over one of these days, and we got to go back to normal. And what is our new normal going to be?
That's a good one. I'll tell you what, you're right that I'm sure I can tell you for certain that teachers are loving it right now because they don't have to deal with behavioral issues. They're just online teaching their material, and it's wonderful. They don't really have to have conferences with parents, and must be teacher. It has to be teacher heaven right now.
Yeah, yeah, and I think, you know, maybe they have been overworked and they have been stressed out, and they have to deal with Pookie and Ray Ray every day, and you know, stuff that they don't want to, you know, they may have to deal with, and now they don't. But then, you know, there's a flip side, and we got to address the flip side. We got to address the doctors and the nurses and the grocery store workers and the people, the delivery people, the people that are at risk, that are under an extra amount of stress during this time. There's always a two sides to every coin. So now we have that aspect of people that could be, you know, super stressed out over what's going on, and you know, you got to acknowledge them as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully they on their downtime they listen to your Saturday morning show if they need
Yes,
to.
yes.
You know,
You know, I have several doctors on that watch the show, several nurses that watch the show.
What was your favorite song that you produced?
Oh, that I produced?
Yes.
Oh. On my first album, there's a record called Push the Panic Button. That might be my favorite song from my first album in '89. And then the song that most people know, The Rhythm, is another one of my favorite songs. But I think my personal favorite is a song called Push the Panic Button. Just a simple album cut. I think it's the last song on the first album.
Who's been your favorite artist to work with?
My favorite. I appreciate, and this is not a generic answer either. I appreciate working with people. And as a producer, I try to work with as many different types of artists as possible. I don't want to just be hip hop. I don't want to just be R&B, you know, pop, whatever. As many people as I can, from as many different backgrounds as I can. I appreciate every one of them. I don't think I've ever disliked working with anybody. So saying that, I don't know if I have a favorite, but I have memorable moments. And I think one of my most memorable moments was working with LL Cool J. And the reason why, because I looked up to him as an artist, you know, like most rappers do, most people do. But prior to working with LL, I went through a period where I wasn't doing anything. And to the point where it was like, is this what I was supposed to do? Do I have to figure something else out? You know, the rap career wasn't happening. The producer career wasn't even in place yet. And I was just in a gray area. I didn't know what was happening. And then all of a sudden, literally, all of a sudden, you know, through hard work and connecting with people and trying to, you know, reach to other artists, I get I get one phone call saying that I landed 3 songs with LL Cool J and 1 song with Mary J. Blige, you know, at the same time. And so the day that I decided, the day that I had to go work with LL, he was the first person that I had to work with in a major setting. It was literally like a light switch saying, your time in this gray period is officially over. It's like lights on, you're back at it.
Nice.
And it was literally instant. I went from the beginning of the day sitting around in my, you know, little apartment in Harlem, and by that night, I'm in a multi-million-dollar studio working on an album that later on goes platinum.
I still night up when you're around me. Take night tonight. I'm on the way with you. Slip on this little black dress. Butterflies when I see you. After all this time, yeah, we keep going. Yeah, we got love and it keeps growing. Though we have our moments, what matters the most. Night up when you're around me.
Light 'em up!
That bounce in your walk, the center you belong with. Never need, I never want, 'cause you already know it. After all this time, we keep going, and we got love, and it keeps growing. Though we have our moments, what matters the most. Night up when you're around.
Light 'em up! Light 'em up! Light 'em up!
And I don't always tell you how I feel. I hold it back sometimes, like when we were kids. But you still give me all those butterflies every time.